Hey guys, it's John from the Busy Cast. Darran is back with his amazingly painted Eldar. It's 1850 points of Maelstrom of War. We are playing Cloak and Shadows. Let's jump into the critical mission information. Okay guys, so this is my Grey Knight army. This is just a CAD. I'm not using the Nemesis Strike Force from the Grey Knight Codex because I'm not going to be deep striking anything. Everything's going to be on the board turn one. I also wanted to get in as many Dread Knights as I can because they are the best thing Grey Knights have on offer. Grey Knights is kind of a bland codex, I'll be honest, and they are by far the coolest thing in that codex. So we'll start out with HQ. I have 2 librarians, and those librarians have been upgraded to mastery level 3 to give me that extra psychic boost. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 squad, 5-man strike squads, and in each strike squad I have a psi cannon, and then dedicated transports for 3 of those. I've taken Razorbacks, and they just have the standard heavy bolt gun on the back. That's to make them a little bit more mobile. Grey Knights are very, very, very sluggish, and if you've watched any of the other battle reports, which you should have done, and if you haven't, you're an idiot. I said it, we were all thinking it. So all of my other battle reports, I like playing armies that are quite quick or have an element of speed in them. Grey Knights have got the complete opposite, so I don't tend to do very well with them. So that's why I've taken them, just to get people around the board. Also, because they're dedicated transports, they take on the properties of the unit they were bought for. Therefore, those 3 Razorbacks count as objective secured, which is very cool. So they can nip around the board and grab objectives. Then we have a 10-man Purifier squad. In the 10-man Purifier squad, I've taken 3 Incinerators. I love Incinerators, I think they're really cool. We have 1 with a Nemesis Demon Hammer. And finally, we have 3 Nemesis Dread Knights. Each Nemesis Dread Knight is like kitted out to the max. They have Personal Teleporter, which allows a 30-inch shunt once during the game, as well as 12-inch movement throughout the rest of the game. And they also have a heavy psi cannon and heavy incinerator each, which means they are the most powerful units on the board, for me at least.
Alright guys, so I've come back with my Eldar. There's a few more units that have been painted up for the eagle-eyed who might have seen them before. I'm taking a CAD. That's going to be led with a Farseer who's at the front there. He's got a Spirit Stone of an Athalan and on a jet bike. It has got 3 units of jet bikes with scatter lasers. That's for the troops. In the elite slot we have a unit of Wraith Guard, and they are travelling around in a Wave Serpent. The Wave Serpent has scatter laser, shuriken cannons, and hollow fields. I have an aversion to ignores cover weaponry. We've also got in the list my 2 Wraith Lords, which I love. Don't really do much, but I love them. So they're in, and this time they're supported by a unit of 3 Shadow Weavers. Night Spinners, in fact. Shadow Weavers are the guns. So 3 Night Spinners. Another unit that's been painted up recently, and attached to that we've got an aspect host formation. It comprises of a unit of Dire Avengers, nothing on the Exarch, there's 9 of the guys there, a unit of Warp Spiders, 5 of them, again nothing on the Exarch, and a unit of Dark Reapers, 5 of them, and unsurprisingly nothing on the Exarch. So that rounds up the list, a CAD and an aspect host attachment. One more thing, Dire Avengers are in a transport with my only long-range anti-tank weapon. So this will be fun.
We are now deployed. Grey Knights won the roll-off for deployment. So they have deployed first. As I said before, we are playing the mission Cloak and Shadows. Cloak and Shadows is whereby you draw 3 tactical objectives every turn. Your opponent cannot see them, so they're secret to yourself, indeed.
It's a secret.
It's cloaky and it's shadowy. Now we have a very cool board. We've used this board before, however the way it's been set up is quite cool. So we have an outpost which is being held by the Grey Knights in this corner. Now deployment is Dawn of War, not Vanguard Strike, even though it looks like it. But anyway, there's this outpost that the Grey Knights are holding, and then there is a relic in this cathedral here, which counts as objective 6. You can see down there. The Eldar have turned up to secure this relic, however at the same time have realised the value in the supply depot on this corner So whilst the Grey Knights are primarily deployed there, we have a lot of objectives within there, obviously, because they can get a lot of value from being in there.
Denying it away from the Imperium.
Indeed, so that's the basic setup. Now, my deployment, I tried to go kind of as central as possible, reason being in the middle, because I was deploying first, means if Darran goes refused flank, which he did, well done Darran, learning, I can shift left or right. I've positioned every unit here with a purpose. So the one on the right, well, I'll show you the objectives because that'll give you a bit of a clue as to why. So we have objective 1 here. We have objective 2 just there. What's in this building, Darran?
There's 5 and I believe the kitchen for the outpost.
Oh. Then we have 4 just
lounge room and a chaise longue
here. We have, what's up there?
We've got
3?
number 3 up here.
And finally on the relic we have 6. Relic doesn't count for any points at the end of the game, it's just for aesthetics. Yep. So there are objectives. So for my deployment, these guys I positioned to be able to move up and claim that and then sit on it for the rest of the game. Grey Knights aren't very mobile, so I need to know where they're going and leave them there, because if I have to shift quickly, it's not happening. Then I've got my Purifier squad, my Beastie Purifier squad here. They can move up to take 2. We have a Razorback with 5 in here. There are 5 Grey Knights in each Razorback, and each one has 1 side cannon. So he can move either here or to that objective. Then my Dread Knights I put right in the middle because of their shunt. It means they're in threat range of pretty much everything on the board, so it didn't matter where Darran put anything. And I put 1 Razorback just outside of the supply depot so that it could move to objectives here or possibly the relic. Now Darran, can you explain your deployment? So it's all at one end pretty much, isn't it?
Basically pop them all down here because there's some cover. I know he doesn't have that many anti-tank long range shooting, but I'd rather reduce it even further by being further away and behind some cover. I've got the range with the Night Spinners, so I'm not too fussed about being a distance away. The Wraith Lords are, despite being tough, they still need to make use of cover where they can, so they're tucked back here, and the 2 Wave Serpents, they've got the things in there. I know what's going to happen. He's going to dump 3 Dread Knights in my face. I've probably got a turn, maybe 2 to destroy them, and whatever I don't destroy, he will mess up things with. So I'd rather have the units that can deal with them in one place.
Cool.
To do something back.
And what have you got in reserve? You've got a lot in reserve.
I've got Warp Spiders in reserve. I've got the 3 units of jet bikes in reserve. Obviously the transports contain the Dire Avengers and the Wraith Guard.
Cool, okay. And I'm guessing the Warp Spiders, do they deep strike?
Yeah,
cool, deep strike. Yeah. Okay, now we have a seize the initiative roll. Darran, be somebody. Tabletop Tactics reference.
Oh, check you out. Fanboy.
Oh, it's a 4. So.
I don't think I've ever stolen the initiative against you, have I?
No, you haven't, because I was going to make a penis joke then. But, however, we are going to do this battle report with 33% less penis jokes.
Right, as opposed to...
Usually it's 100%, so 60.
I would have thought with me being here, it would be 33% more penis, but there you go.
Wow, first one. There you go, guys. We will tone it down, I swear. Some people picked up that we were making a lot of penis jokes.
You're not my voice,
and we
don't
weren't.
Speak for me.
We were. So we shall get over to Grey Knight movement phase, turn 1. Okay, so we are on Grey Knight turn 1. These are the 3 objectives I have drawn. Obviously I can't read them out because they're being kept secret from Darran. Good. Now, movement. Let's try again. So movement, I basically moved everything forward with my original plan. So the Razorback here with the 5 guys in has just moved forward 12. It's then going to flat out to be right in front of the door so that the next turn I can essentially get them straight out into the building and up onto that objective where they shall sit for the rest of the game. The Purifiers are pushed forwards to put themselves in position for these objectives here, and the squad just here has also moved. They've gotten out of their transport here. This transport has only moved 6 inches and the unit is still inside, and the guys in this one have just stayed in there. 2 of the Dread Knights have just used their 12-inch move as opposed to their shunt, just to get a line on this Wraith Lord here. I want to try and kill one of them at least to take a little bit of the punch out. I didn't want to go straight down Darran's throat because if I did, I'm putting my 3 most powerful units kind of on a plate for him. So if I did use the shunt on all 3 of them, he could easily get those Wraith Guard out. And they could probably do a lot of damage, so I didn't want to do that. I want to stay a little bit further back. And then I've realised we have a threat over here, which is kind of on its own, separate to that big blob to the left. So I have used a shunt on one of the Dread Knights, and he is going to be using his Flamer to try and take as many of those out. They're AP3, so they're a massive threat to me. But in addition, some of these Grey Knights are in range, so I'm going to try and get Prescience. Put as much damage in them as possible, should hopefully be able to get First Blood. So we're moving on to the Psychic phase. Already assigned the dice. We've got 4 dice on Winds of the Warp, so we've already assigned where they're going. So we'll start from the left here. On this Dread Knight here, we have Sanctuary. So to Warp Charge 1 on 3 dice. I get it off with 1. Do you wish to dispel?
Which one?
Sanctuary on him. 4+ invulnerable.
Stopped.
Stopped. So the next Dread Knight, also Sanctuary. So gets off with 1. Do you wish to dispel?
No.
Cool. Moving over here, we shall start with the Librarian here. So the Librarian is going to cast Precognition on himself. That lets him re-roll a whole load of things. I do get Perils of the Warp on 2 6s though, which is not great, but I get it off on 4 dice.
Okay.
So,
and is it prescient? What was it? Precognition on?
that was Precognition on the Librarian. Allows him to re-roll, to hit, to wound, and saves as well.
Have it.
Sweet. So on the warp chart, on the perils table,
1 dice.
we have a 2.
Psycho suffers 1 wound.
Yep.
With no saves of any kind allowed. In addition, randomly select 1 psychic power known to the Psyker. That power is immediately lost.
Cool. We will do that in a minute. And then finally, he's going to be casting Prescience on the squad just his right here. So that goes off with 2. Do you wish to dispel it?
What have you got left?
I've got 5 dice left, and I have my Dread Knight over there.
Go for it. Have it.
Cool. And then finally, the Dread Knight over there, also going to be casting Sanctuary to give him a 4+ invulnerable save. Gets it off with 2. Do you wish to dispel?
Have you got any more dice left?
No. What have we got?
No 6s.
No 6s. So we have pretty much everything off except for Sanctuary on this left Dread Knight here. Okay, we randomly selected a power for that Librarian to lose, and he lost Precognition, so he's got it this turn, but the next turn he will not. So the first Dread Knight, the one without Sanctuary, is going to be firing at this Wraith Lord just there. He has used his Torrent Flamer, which has hit, so there's 1 hit already at strength 6. However, he'll also be using his Heavy Psy Cannon, hitting on 3s. 1 miss. Strength 7 and toughness is 8, so 5. 6 is a rending, not a single wound. And then we have the 1 from the Incinerator, which we're only on 6s, which is a wound, so a 3+ save. 3+ passes. Now we have the next Dread Knight doing exactly the same thing. So Torrent Flamer, which also hits, which I'll roll to wound now. 6 is a wound, 3+.
I'll stack it all together.
Yeah, sure. And then we have 6 shots hitting on 3s. This is the Heavy Psy Cannon, hitting on all bar 1, and then wounding on 5s because their toughness is 8. So we have 3 rending, which means a 4+. He does have cover. Okay. So we have 3 4+ and 1 3+. So if you want to take the 3 4+, I'm just going to roll them all together. So he only fails 1. Wow. So he's down 2. 2 wounds, is it?
Yep, 2 wounds left.
Cool, so we are done on this side with these Dread Knights. So this Dread Knight is using his Torrent Flamer to come out, and he's going to get all of those guys. So they've already hit. There's 5 of them, so rolling to wound. We have 1, 2, 3 wounds.
What's the strength?
Oh, strength 6. What's their toughness?
3.
Cool. In that case, they've all wounded. 3+, it's AP4. So we've lost 2 from the squad. Now, we have 6 heavy Psy Cannon shots. I'm going to use the focused mode, which means I'm going to hit with 6 dice instead of the large blast. That's because obviously I've killed a few with the Flamer. So rolling to hit, hitting on 3s, missing with 4, so only 2, and then 2s to wound, 6 to rending.
Strength for them?
Strength 7. So 2s and then 3+. We have lost
No
more, so we've only lost 2. Enough to force a leadership test.
Yep.
However, I'm not done shooting them just yet.
Okay.
So over here, the squad we cast. What's the divination when we re-roll stuff?
Prescience.
Prescience. That squad that has prescience on it is going to be firing at these guys here. So the side cannon first,
Which
which is
one's that? Is it this squad here?
that squad just there, yeah.
Okay.
So the side cannon has moved, so he's only firing 2 shots instead of 4. So we'll do the side cannon first, hitting on 3s with a reroll, not needed, and then again wounding on 2s. 6s are rending. So we have 2 wounds, 2 3+.
Okay, do you want me to do that now?
Yeah,
I think you've got to do with the
now.
wound pool first.
No, you do each weapon at a time. So 2 3+, passing both of them. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Stormbolters. So these are Stormbolters from the same squad, hitting on 3s, twin link for prescience, still miss, and then wounding on 3s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 3+ saves. 5 3+, failing 3.
Okay.
Squad is down, which
One
means
goes to him.
oh, is there an Exarch?
Yeah.
So we've lost 1.
He's going to. So the first wound's gone. Exarch's going to look out onto him.
Yeah.
And then he dies, and the Exarch's taken a wound.
So the Exarch's on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had him. We're not done just yet. So this vehicle here is going to be using his heavy bolter on the remaining Exarch with the 1 wound. So it's 3 shots, hitting on 3s.
How far do you move?
Is it twin linked? Only 6 inches.
Okay, yeah, swindling.
So twin linked, re-rolling.
Did you miss with all of them?
Yeah. Hitting with 2,
Two
strength
wound.
5, toughness 3, so 2 wounds, yeah. And passes both of them. Now we have, I just need to double check he can properly see, but I'm going to see if this one, he can?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to shoot as well with his heavy bolter. Again, only moved 6 so that his troops can get out. So hit on 3s, twin links, hitting with just 2 of them, and then wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, so 2 3+ saves. Passing both of them. Jammy. Right, my last chance for first blood. This librarian here is the only one from that purifier squad in range. Because of the psychic power he got off earlier, he's re-rolling to hit and to wound. So hitting on 3s, twin link essentially, and then wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, 2 3+ saves. Can we get a fail? Can we get a fail?
No.
We cannot get a fail. Wow, that Exarch.
He's still got to take a leadership test, though.
He has, true, but he's got balls. I'll give him that.
You've got balls. I like balls.
Oh man, not too many dick jokes, mate. Stop it. So this Razorback here is going to go flat out. So rolling for dangerous. So 2. Oh, so close.
Mash.
If you've seen the last battle report between me and Liam, he played my Raven Wing. And he got a dangerous on his first turn with his Dark Shroud, which no one wants that.
I reckon that barricade should remain lied down flat from now on for the rest of the game.
Why?
Because he smashed through it.
Done. Deal. Yeah,
Yep.
Can do that. So he's going to move flat out just in front of that door so that the troops inside can essentially get out straight on top of the building next turn. That is pretty much it. So I can't run the Purifier unit because the one guy shot. I was hoping to gain glory there. So leadership test.
All right.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah, man. Always ready.
Fine.
Passes. Okay, so we will take a look at my cards and I'll make that flat out move. So here's our objectives now. Darran will be very pleased to hear because he can hear me now. He's not deaf, unfortunately.
Asshole.
He'll be very pleased to hear that I haven't got any of these. However, in terms of me discarding, these are all achievable. That one, maybe not as such. It's a bit more difficult. So I am going to discard this one. I could obviously get it, but I think it will take me a few turns. And in those turns, I could be getting other cards. So discarding that one, we will draw a new one at the start of our next turn to get us back up to 3. Other than that, we are moving on to Eldar turn 1.
Okay, so these are the objective cards I've got. Some of them had a d6 roll. So this one rolled that. I'm making it that. And this one rolled that number. All right, I'll close them off now. Here you go.
Cool, there you go. So we're on Eldar turn 1. Darran has made I want to say predictable move. That's what I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to announce it. So do you want to talk us through your movement? What's happened?
Okay, basically I've just moved everything forward to get the maximum amount of stuff to target one or more of the Dread Knights. I want to kill one, that's the aim, and we'll just see how it goes. At the moment, the main ability to kill them is actually in the transports, and they're further back.
Yeah.
But there's not much I can do about that, so I'm just going to go into the psychic phase and see if I can tweak things a little towards my favour.
Yes, we've rolled the dice, and we have 5 dice.
Yep.
So what have we got coming our way?
Okay, I'm going to pick Shrouding on this guy here.
Gives him essentially shrouding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's on 1 wound.
Fails.
I fail. I'm going to use my rerolls here.
Yeah. Does that mean you don't get it later?
It does.
Okay.
Means I would lose it. But I'm going to go for it.
Cool.
I got it off on 1.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to give it 1 dice because if it happens, it'll make you angry. That's the main reason I'm doing it. Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
This guy's, the Farseer is now going to, well no, he's going to cast Terrify on this guy first.
Right, now, yeah. Terrify on this Dread Knight.
Yep.
Okay.
Check how much it is. It's a Warp Charge 1.
Okay, go for it. Now, Terrify minuses my leadership by 1.
Does.
You've
we
got
know what's coming next.
Yes, so we got 2.
Yep.
Now, what I'm going to do, how many dice have you got left?
3.
3 dice.
Yep.
Now, what he intends on doing, what you do is you cast Terrify, minus leadership by 1, then you cast Psychic Shriek, which is 3d6 minus the target's leadership, which would be at 9 instead of 10 because of that power. Now, I have this many dice, and I will also be denying on, I believe, it's either 5 up or 4 up, because he's a Psyker and he's got the Aegis. Yeah, but he's got the Aegis, which gives him thingy. So I think it's a 4+ to deny the Witch. And the only thing that will force him to take a leadership test this turn is that power. So I'm going to let you get Terrify off because I want more dice for denying Psychic Shriek.
All right. To be fair, you could have just said no.
I could have done, but I thought I'd explain it to the viewing public.
All right. Okay.
Give it a bit of this is why. So yeah, 3 dice, Psychic Shriek. Goes off with 2. So I am going to use all my dice. And this is deny on 4s. So I basically can't fail. Yeah, denied.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool. Right, so we're moving on to shooting. What we got, Dan?
Okay, so the 3 Night Spinners are going to fire their Torrent weapons.
Yeah.
We worked out that this one gets that one.
Yeah, just 1.
This one can get both of them, and that one can get both of them.
Cool, so we have a total of 3 hits, 2 hits.
Okay.
Automatically hit, obviously. Strength is?
7.
Right.
AP 6, although 6s are AP 2 if I roll into wound.
Right.
Okay, so starting off with the 3 on him.
Yeah. 1 wound.
What's his toughness?
Toughness is 6, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, 1 wound.
I need to double check that. It is a 6, which means it's rending. However, he is obviously in cover.
Yeah.
Oh, which is irrelevant because it's a flame weapon.
Yep.
But he does get a 5+ invulnerable because he failed his sanctuary. 5+ fails.
Okay.
So he's down to 3 wounds. What's up next?
Okay, so there's 2 wounds on the other guy.
Yeah, so these again run to wound. So
2 normal wounds. 2 2-up saves.
2+ saves. Passing both.
Okay. So this Wave Serpent here with its Twin Link Scatter Laser can draw a bead of sight to this guy who's taken a wound. So obviously I'm going to shoot at him. I'm hitting on 3s with a reroll. All hit. Strength 6, so if it is toughness 6, then it's forced to wound.
Yes, I'll double check. So 2 wounds. Is it rending?
No.
No, scatter lasers. I'm going to double check toughness.
Yep.
Toughness is indeed 6. 2 2+, passing both.
Okay. Next up, Bright Lance, shooting through at the same target.
Yeah.
This guy hits on 2s because he's part of the formation, which he hits. He wounds on 2s, wounds, and it'll be a 5-up invulnerable save.
Right, so this invulnerable save. Oh, passes.
Jammy.
Tink.
Now the Wraith Lords are going to start shooting.
Yeah. So we have more scatter laser fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Cool, bring it, mate. So
Okay.
The first one?
This guy's shooting at that.
Yeah, it's the first one on the left. Hit on 3s.
All hit.
Oh, that dice roll.
Made him angry.
4s.
Only 3 wounds.
Cool.
3 2+ saves.
Yeah, sweet. So 3/2+. Pass them all. Oh, failing 1, so he's down to 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What we got?
Next Wraith Lord shooting at the same target.
Yes, bring it, mate. Just missing 2. Good rolling tonight.
Yeah.
Darren, good rolling.
4s.
4s indeed.
Only
just
2.
a 2, but again 2 2+. Passing both of them. So he's still got 2 wounds left. He's still in the game.
Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame.
It is, but anyway. What's up next?
Then it was just scout moves and stuff like. Oh yeah, this guy over here
Dark Reaper.
is going to shoot at that one.
Oh, is his range 48?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. One to hit.
He gets BS 6, so he rolls that again. If he gets a 6, he would have hit.
Got 2 hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Yeah. No wounds. Cool. So.
Just jet bike moves then.
Yeah, what have we got in terms of jet bike?
Farseer.
Just the Farseer who's tucked in behind that building there. That's what we got. We have a total of 7 inches, so we'll make that move now. So, objectives-wise, did you achieve any objective?
No.
That's easy. Done.
I don't
Moving on to Grey Knight turn 2. Grey Knight turn 2, these are my objectives. This is the new one, and that one, I might as well tell you what it is, the secure objective one, which I've got this turn anyway, so Darren can't really do anything about it. It's the one I'm sat on there. Darren's trying to sneak over and see them, so I'm going to quickly turn them over. Right, in terms of movement, he farted and he's trying to waft it my way. You don't get dick jokes anymore, but you get fart references. Brilliant. You guys are so lucky. So, oh, I can smell it. I can actually smell that. That is horrifying. Oh. You got a psychic power terrify, haven't you?
Your psychic phase, yeah.
Wow. No, it's a movement. Basically, I would, if I was playing any other army, well, not any other army, but any other variant of this army. He's got in this transport here some Wraith Guard with D-sides. D-sides, are they called?
Yeah.
Which are flamers, AP2 D weapons. So if I get near those, these guys are dead. So normally what I'd do is I'd charge in and I'd start crushing vehicles in close combat, because you can rinse through one a turn easy. However, I don't want to get too close. If I start doing that, if I even go here within a turn, he's got me and they're both dead. So I pulled back out of threat range of those Wraith Guard. However, still in range of the Wraith Lord here and here. I've also moved some other units. So the unit in here has moved with their transport just here. They will be shooting through, possibly at the Psyker, possibly at the Wraith Guards. This has also moved, so the Razorback's only moved 6, it can fire its weapon. Dread Knight could have gotten a little bit closer, I admit, however, I haven't, just because, again, Wraith Guard problems. Everything else here has moved up. As previously stated, the unit just here moved on top of that building to hold that objective. And the unit here, obviously, it's just stayed still. So we've rolled dice for Winds of the Warp, and we'll move over to the Psychic phase. So starting from over here, this Nemesis Dread Knight to the left.
How much did you roll for Winds of the Warp?
3. 3 dice, and then I have 15 base. So this one's going to cast Sanctuary on himself, passes on 2. Do you
Is
wish
that the
to
guy
dispel?
with 2 wounds gone?
No, it's the one with full wounds.
Okay, you can have that.
Cool. The guy who has 2 wounds is going to cast Sanctuary on himself. I only get perils on double 6, so luckily not a perils, but it does go off. Do you wish to try and dispel?
Yeah.
Thought you might, mate. Go for it. How many? Oh, he's going for it. Oh, we don't have a 6, so it still goes off. Still goes off. So they both have Sanctuary now. Now, just to be safe, the Wraith Knight just over there. I don't know what's going to attack him, but he has stuff coming in from reserve, so I prefer to be safe rather than sorry. That Dread Knight, also casting Sanctuary, gets it off with 1. Do you wish to dispel?
Nope.
Cool. Finally, the Librarian here, who lost a wound earlier as a result of perils.
Perils again.
Yeah, you wish.
Come on.
Is going to cast Prescience on this unit here. So, casting Prescience to reroll all to hit. It goes off with 1. I believe Prescience is 1. No, it's Warp Charge 2, so it fails. It doesn't get it off.
Hang on.
What?
Is it really Warp Charge?
Yeah, it is. I've got it right here. Prescience. Warp
Oh my
Charge
God.
2. No, no. Who knew?
I'm so used to everything being Warp Charge 1.
Alright, Eldar. Now, I am also going to cast, what's the one that gives you a 4+ invulnerable? Whatever that one's called, I got it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast it on, actually I just need to double check the wording of it. Spell is forewarning, and the Cypher is going to cast it on himself, and the Purifiers. They'll probably be safe, but hey, might as well. Gets it off with 2. Do you wish
Any
to
dice
spell?
left?
No dice left.
I'll try.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. No.
Make no difference if that was the
So,
first or not.
we will move over to the shooting phase. So this squad of 5 here is going to be firing at the last Dark Reaper. The side cannon didn't move, the rest of the squad did, but because he didn't, he can fire a heavy profile. So that means 4 shots instead of 2. Hit on 3s, wounding on 2s, 6s are rending. So 1 rend and 2 other wounds. So the
Let's
rend
do the cover save
4
first.
plus. Fine, and then 2 3 plus. Need to pass these. No, so the Dark Reaper is dead, and that is also first blood popping up at the bottom of the screen. If you've never seen that animation, please watch it, because it took me a good 5 minutes to make. That's 5 minutes of John's life. So, that's that squad done. Now we're going to move over to doing some pain over here. I just need to think over my priority and shooting order. Okay, this Dread Knight on the left here is going to be using his Flamer template first, going across here. So it goes out 12. And because of the positioning, it gets 2 vehicles, the Farseer and 2 Wraith Guard as well. Wraith Guard? Lord. There are so many Wraithy things, it annoys me. Right, so the Wraith Lord on 2 wounds, winning on 6s because it's strength 6, no wounds. The one on 4 wounds, winning on 6s, no wounds. The vehicle
Do both of them.
Oh yeah, I suppose they're in a squadron, so it doesn't matter. So 6s. Nothing. And then the Farseer, this is winning on 2s because the Farseer is toughness 4. 1 wound. Passes his 3 plus save, I assume?
Yep.
Cool. So the Wraith Knight on the left, who just uses Flamer, is going to be firing focus shots at this Wraith Lord. I want to take it down.
What's a focus shot?
6 shots instead of the large blast.
Oh, right, okay.
So 6, yeah. Hit on 3s. Hit with all bar 1, and then wounding on 5s. 6s are rending. So let's hope we get some 6s. We have 2 rending and 1 normal. So I think he doesn't get cover.
He's got shrouded.
He does have shrouded.
Yep.
So that's a 5 plus.
So normal armor save first.
Yep.
Passes.
And then 2 5 ups. Oh, so he's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
Oh, jammy. Okay. Gonna have to change my priority shooting order. Dread Knight to the right is going to do exactly the same thing. His primary target is again the Wraith Lord on 1 wound. I kind of want to kill him. So we'll do the Flamer first. It hits exactly the same amount of targets. So the Wraith Lord on 1 wound. No. And then on 4 wounds, 1 wound. It's a 6. We've got 3 plus. It's not a rend. 3 plus, sorry, passes. On the squadron of Night Spinners, we have 2 needing 6s, nothing. And on the Farseer needing 3s, nothing.
Oh no, of course.
Oh wait, was it 3s? Strength 6,
Yeah,
toughness
it
4,
would
it was
have
2.
wounded him.
It would have wounded him, but he
save
passed
anyway.
the save anyway, it was AP 4. So now we have 6 focus shots going into
Let's hope they're not as good as the
the
other
Wraith
ones.
Lord. Yeah,
That
I
was
really
pretty
hope
good.
they are, come on. Right, 3s. Hit on all of them. Now, needing 5s to wound, 6s to rend. Come on, we need some 6s. 1 dropped on the floor, so I'll re-roll the 2. We just have 2 wounds, so 2 3 plus. Come on, please fail. Please fail, please fail. Oh, he passes them! Just keeps going.
I don't know what's going on.
He just keeps
Yep,
going.
Not a clue. Not
Right.
involved in this.
Right, okay. Let's figure out what we do next. Right, so the Razorback just here is going to be firing through at the Farseer, who's just behind. Could fire at the Wraith Lord, but I mean, I've got a win on 6s and stuff, so it's not worth it. So. On the Farseer, we're hitting on 3s, and it's twin linked. Oh, hit.
Wounding on 3s.
Yeah, wounding on 3s indeed. So it's this one, and then 3 plus passes. And then we have the Storm Bolter, which is snap firing. So 6s, nope. Right, I kind of want to kill that Farseer now. So the side cannon from this squad is going to be firing at him. So hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Now this is the squad I got. I didn't get Presidents off. No, Presidents failed. So wounding on 2s. 1 wound, 1 3 plus. Passes. Your rolls are ridiculous tonight. They're good. 1 2 3 4 Storm Bolters coming in, trying to take him down. Hitting on 3s. Just missing 1.
To be fair though, you are pretty much hitting with everything.
Yeah. And then wounding on 4s. So winning with just the 2, so 2 3+ saves. I guarantee you'll fail both of these. They're just failing 1, so he's now on to 2 wounds, is that correct? Cool. At the end of my turn, I've secured objective 1. Give me 1 VP. I'm going to discard secure objective 3. It is very easy with my shunt to go and grab that. However, I put myself in a very, very bad situation if I do that. So I'm not prepared to do that. He's got such control over there. He's going to have it for at least a few turns, so it's not worth it. And this one, well, that's pride. Now, my Warlord trait allows me to discard one at random, I believe, one of Darran's cards. I can't see them anyway. So Darran, can you please pick the middle card? Now, what is that card?
Doesn't say I have to tell you, does it? Roll a d6 when the tactical objective is generated immediately, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it was objective marker 4.
Objective 4. Objective 4 is that one there. So we've lost that objective, which is kind of cool, I guess. So I've secured 1 VP and I have First Blood, put me on 2 victory points. Eldar are currently on 0, however, their reserves are going to come in. So the tide of battle is going to change. So we'll move over to Eldar turn 2. Eldar turn 2.
I'll show you the extra card.
Do it.
I don't see that happening.
Okay.
But I think we've both come to the conclusion that
bluff?
I'm not playing any objectives.
Yeah, Darran did all of his movement and then said, I'm ready, and then went, oh yeah, the cards. So
I don't care about them.
We know how he's playing this game. So, what have we got in terms of your movement? In terms of reserves as well, let's just say everything came on, bar 1 squad of 3 jet bikes. So everything Darran has, except for 1 squad of 3 jet bikes, is now on the board. So what have we got?
Cool, 2 dice, Psychic Shriek on him.
Oh, done. Whoa. A, fail. B, movement. Let's talk us through it.
Oh, okay. Well, I've moved forward, ready to do my psychic phase.
You don't go straight forward.
Everything's
mate.
come on here. Oh, okay.
There's a bit of
So we're saying I can re-roll that then?
No, we're not. You failed.
Okay, Warp Riders
You
deep
deserve
strike
to
down here.
fail. Yeah,
Are you going to let me explain?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Good. That's it.
So psychic phase.
Right, Warp Spiders went there, he moved a tiny bit there, and the bikes came back in here. That's it.
Yep. Maximum firepower.
Psychic Shriek failed.
Okay, yeah, and then shrouding on him.
Yep.
I'm going to re-roll these 2 dice.
Yeah.
Now, get it off on 1 though.
Okay, I'm going to use all my, how many dice have I got? 18?
For shrouding, yeah.
Yeah, so deny it, it's only 1 6. I literally can't fit the dice in my hands.
Yeah? Yeah, I thought you were going to be a prick and roll 1 at a time.
Denied. I could have done.
Shooting.
Yeah, so what we got?
I'm going to start off with the... I'm going to start off with the Warp Spiders.
Okay, so Warp Spiders in 2. I imagine the Dread Knight who's on 2 wounds, is that correct?
And they've both got the 4-up invulnerable, yeah?
Yes, they both have 4-up.
Might be the Dread Knight with 2 wounds then. These are the normal guys.
Yeah.
And I'll do the...
Exarch.
In a second.
Hitting on 3s, right?
2s.
2s?
BS5, it's the...
What are these guys?
This is the Exarch 2s again. Yep. What's your initiative?
Oh, is it based off initiative?
Yep.
4.
Okay, so I'm wounding on 2s.
Oh, what? How does that work?
6s are AP2. That's just the way it works.
Oh, that's pretty gay. What? Can you guys take a minute? Can the audience take a minute and realise we've got 6 6s, which is literally the mark of the devil?
Yeah. It's 3 6s, but carry on. If you want to make your 2 normal armor saves of 1+, 2+, sorry.
Passing both of those.
And then this many 4-ups.
He's only got 2 wounds. Failed, he's dead. First Dread Knight, gone. Right, we have the Wraith Lord who's on 1 wound shooting through at the Dread Knight. So rolling to hit, hitting on 3s. Decent amount of hits.
Okay, wounding on 4s.
Yes. 2 wounds.
There always seem to be 2 wounds. Don't know how I managed to do it.
2+ saves. Passing both.
Okay, next Wraith Lord.
Yeah, exactly the same from the Wraith Lord. Hitting with quite a few.
More than 2 wounds would be nice.
Come on.
No. Every time it's 2 wounds with those guys.
2+. Passing both.
Yeah.
We have 3 scatter jet bikes just there shooting through at the Dread Knights. Here we go, on hit. I am then rolling 2 wounds. 4s, yeah?
Yeah.
4 wounds. 4, 2+. Passing all of them, we're all good.
Oh,
It's a wave serpent, yeah? Wave serpent in the back there, scatter laser onto him. With this one scatter laser.
We roll.
Twin
twin link, yeah.
All hit. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 2 plus saves. Oh my god. If you've seen the worst 40k player video.
Is that your moment?
Yeah, it's the way you roll 1, 1, 1. You just see ones and in your head you think, shit. Right, what's next?
Well,
Please don't kill a second Dread Knight. Because he's all I've got. He's my only friend.
What about the other one?
Oh, he's all over there.
I'm trying to think what else is yet to fire. I mean,
okay, so the 3 Night Spinners are firing. Again, rolling to wound against my initiative. I think we might have forgotten that last time. So it's wounding on 2s because thingy. So 2 wounds.
1 is AP2.
1 is AP2, so I get a 4 plus because of Sanctuary, which passes, and then I get a 2 plus on the other one, which also passes. Okay, we have this Wave Serpent here, firing through at this Dread Knight.
Hits.
What's he firing? Shuriken Cannon?
Nope. Bright Lance.
Oh, Bright Lance. Fine.
2s. Wounds, 1
1
invulnerable.
wound. Now this is a 4 plus because he also got Sanctuary off. Passes. We have a turbo boost, so these bikes here are turbo boosting on top of that building, claiming objective 3, which I imagine is one of, it's one of Darren's, is it one of your cards?
Yep.
Good. So that's happening.
Okay. Now, I've got a quick question, so we might need to have a rules check.
Okay, what is it?
Farseers.
Yes.
Can you turbo boost in the turn that you've cast psychic powers?
Yes.
Yeah?
I believe so. If you guys know otherwise, let us know. However, I believe you can do that. Yeah, no, almost 100%. Unless that guy in that tournament is lying.
Yeah.
So, objectives, what have we got? You notice there's a card missing, Darren's picked it up. What have we got?
Right, so I rolled a 3 for this earlier on as the objective. And I need to do some measurements, but it basically says, score 1 victory point at the end of your turn if there are no enemy units within 12 inches of objective marker, which was the 3.
Correct.
So are there anyone within 12 inches?
From my faction, no.
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 So I get that one.
Yeah.
And I also get secure objective marker 3.
Oh, nice. So you had 2 riding on objective 3. Very nice. Cool. So Darran is now on 2 VPs. We should get over to Grey Knight turn 3. Grey Knight turn. What turn are we on?
3.
3. We have these objectives. These 2 are brand new objectives because I scored 1 and I discarded 1 at the end of the last turn. This one is my arch nemesis of objectives. Now, movement. Hope you didn't see that because I just flipped it around.
I can't read that from here.
Good. Movement. I'll be honest, they're a Wraith Guard in there and they have D size. They can rip through me so quickly, it's ridiculous. So I'm scared of them, and that's the reason I'm not going for anything, and Darran knows that. He kind of wants to get them in my face. It's like a stalemate. I don't want to push him because he gets out. He doesn't want to push me because I'll shoot at him and take it out. So we're all just sort of sat there, and I want to drag him out of his shell because he's just casting in that corner. So I want to drag him out. So I decided to start moving back. I was going to leave my Dread Knight there, however, all that does is gives him a target for everything he's got. So I've got to move out to move him towards me. So this Dread Knight has moved to here. He's still got a line on that guy on 1 wound. Maybe I can take him out, maybe I can't. If not, we've got the Warp Spiders there as well. What else have we got? Everything else has just moved to get a little bit closer into the action, to be fair. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, the way Grey Knights are in terms of being very slow, I mean, if you look at these guys, we're on turn 3 and they're just slowly working their way out.
Much further than I have.
True, but you had the chance to, you just chose not to. I've got to leave these guys in these towers. They're holding objectives, and if I move away and it comes up, I've just missed it. So these guys are just useless. They're doing nothing, but hey ho, that's the way it is. So Psychic Phase, already rolled our dice. We had 1. I've lost 1 charge as a result of the Nemesis Dread Knight dying. So on this one, we're going to cast Sanctuary. Doesn't go off, it fails, so he doesn't have Sanctuary. On the other Dread Knight over there, we're going to cast Sanctuary. Goes off on 2. Do you wish to dispel? Yay or nay? That's a yes. Go for it.
Oh!
No, it still goes off. Now over there, the Librarian is going to cast Prescience on this squad just here, which will give them rerolls to hit. It goes off on 2. Do you wish to spell?
Oh yeah, 4s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't spell it.
Cool, and that is it for Psychics. We'll get over to shooting. This squad of Grey Knights here is going to shoot at the Warp Spiders. Do you wish to flick a jump?
I will flick a jump.
Cool, so 2d6. We have 6 inches, so Darran is going to do 6 inches of movement as a result of his flicker jump. So they have jumped. As a result, one of these guys can't see, the other ones can. The Psy Cannon has moved, so the Psy Cannon is only firing 2 shots. So hit on 3s, 2 hits. Wounding on, the toughness is only 3, isn't it?
Yep.
Wounding on 2s, 1 wound, 1 dies. Now we have 1, 2, 3 Stormbolters, which is a total of 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. Oh, did I got Prescience off on them, didn't I?
Yeah.
Should have re-rolled the Psy Cannon.
Should have done.
Reroll on the Psy Cannon. Hits. 2. So Rending.
Doesn't get.
Rending, have they got an invulnerable save?
They don't.
Oh, he's got cover anyway, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then the Stormbolt shots.
Don't forget to re-roll.
Yes, 3s.
I can need it.
Rerolling. All hit. Wounding
3s.
on 3s again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 plus saves, yeah?
Yeah.
Failing 2, another 2 drop.
Ouch.
This heavy bolter is firing up at the 3 jet bikes on top of that building.
Where from? That guy?
Down there. Do you wish to jink?
Check to see if he's in range first.
Oh, he's definitely 36. Sure.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think you're in range to kill all of them.
How many?
2.
Cool. Probably only gonna kill, well, none. But hit on 3s.
I don't wish to jink.
You don't jink. Wounding on
3s.
3s. 1 wound. Passes. The next Razorback is going to fire at the same squads, doing exactly the same thing. So heavy bolter, hitting on 3s. Are you drinking? No. Cool. Twin linked, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. Failing 1, so 1 bike has dropped. Enough to force the leadership test. Last Razorback just here is going to be firing up at those 2. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. 2 hit. Wounding on 3.
God, a miss.
2 hits, 2 wounds, sorry. 2 drop. Squad is gone. Dread Knight versus Wraith Lord. Turn 3. 3 turns this has been raging on. I've just tested the heavy incinerator with this torrent and it indeed hits. So rolling to wound. Not a wound, unfortunately. No. However, we have the Psy Cannon incoming. So using the focus profile, obviously, for 6 shots, hitting on 3s, hitting with 4 of them, and then wounding on 5s. 6s are rending. Yep. Oh, 1 wound, 1 3 plus save. Come on. Oh, it's a 3 plus. He has 1 wound left. He just does not die. This Dread Knight here is going to be firing through there. So the main target being the Wave Serpent, but also clipping 1 of the jet bikes. So on the jet bike, we might as well get it out of the way, do it first.
Yep.
Rolling to wound. It's not a wound. Then the flamer on there, it can still do damage on a 6. Doesn't roll a 6. Now the heavy Psy Cannon. The heavy Psy Cannon rolling to hit on 3s. Oh, that was 1. So we've just missed with 2, we've got 4. Now strength 7 and your armor is 12. So 5s to glance, 6s to pen. We have 2 pens.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm going to use my holofields to reduce them to glancing on 2 pluses, which I do. So, and then there's 2 5-up invulnerable saves from the holofields.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Okay, so 2 glancing.
It's down to 1 whole point?
That's right.
So we have leadership test. Leadership test down here. Passes. All good. That's the only leadership test that needs to be taken. I'm going to do some run moves. So the Purifier squad and the Librarian that goes with them. They can't do any damage to anything really, so they run 1 inch, a mighty 1 inch, and then the 5-man squad that's right next to them, see if they get to go anywhere. They get to go 5 inches, so I'll do those run moves. Okay, so in terms of objectives, I have secured objective 4 with my Razorback just there, so that's 1 VP for that, secured. Secure objective 6, I do not have. Oh, I just let that one out of the bag. And this one here, which I hate with a passion, I also do not have. So I am going to discard Secure Objective 6 because I just let Darran know that I've got it. I prefer to pull 2 new ones. I really need ones that I'm already holding. I don't want to fight over other ones, so I'm going to discard that. Cool, so we're on Eldar turn 3. What we got in terms of our objectives?
Okay, so we got this one, which was the one we had before. We've also got this one. And this one as well.
Cool. So turn it back over. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm not looking at these. I don't know what's being shown. So I'll move over to my side just because that's sort of the same perspective we've had. Now, let's just firstly, let's just admire the actual battlefield as it stands right now. That looks pretty damn sweet. The Grey Knights have been pushing out very slowly from that supply depot towards the cathedral, and the Eldar are finally making a push, which is starting to... Darran's grown some balls.
Yeah, and John's going to take some still shots as the guys go up, so I'm sure he's going to put them in now.
Not going to happen, mate. That involves effort on my part, so never going to happen. Right, what have we got in terms of your movement then? I see the Wave Serpent over there has moved up and pumped out... are they Dire Avengers?
Yep.
Obviously ready to shoot the Dread Knight. You'd be amazed how well they can actually do taking him down with those rending hits. If they don't kill him, he will wipe them out. Although, can they run and get back in the transport?
Can't get back in, but they can run.
Oh, fair enough.
Before shooting.
Yeah. What else has happened? You've started to move out of your little bunker here.
Yeah, 2 Wraiths moving forward. Yeah. The Wave Serpent with the Wraith Guard is moving to there.
Yeah.
Fasty's moving up.
Yeah.
These guys have positioned themselves to see through that door.
Yeah.
These guys have actually remained fairly static. In fact, they've remained entirely static. And the other unit of jet bikes did not turn up.
It did not. Now, we rolled for psychic dice. I think we got 2.
Yeah.
So what have we got in terms of psychic powers? What's going off?
Well, I'm only going to roll 1, and that's 5 dice on Shrouding on him.
Cool, go for it.
I am going to re-roll these dice because I can.
Yeah.
So I only get it off on 2.
All right, I'm going to use all my dice.
Do you stop me? Yeah.
To try and stop you. I actually can't pick them all up. I still need to roll 1 more dice. Oh my god. No, I don't. No, I don't. Only just. Wow. That's a lot of ones. Look at all them ones.
All right, let's
get them out of the way. It's fine.
Some shit.
Cool.
All right, easy enough to do.
Sweet. Just a quick side note. If you guys are watching, and I know a lot of people are watching, these videos are getting quite popular, which I'm really, really happy about. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, and I know more of you watch than subscribe because our watch figures are way higher than our subscribers, press subscribe. Yeah, do it right now.
I'm not a subscriber.
You're not a subscriber?
I just watch the videos.
You're regularly on the channel and you don't even subscribe?
I'm shitting you.
I don't think he is.
No, I am subscribed.
I'm going to check subscribers in the next few days. Darran Gwynn is going to pop up. But yeah, if you guys can press the subscribe button, if you can share it around, let people know. The more people that see us, the more we can do and all that sort of stuff.
Very precious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to make this a good thing.
Yeah.
It's for the people, man.
All right, once you
for you guys.
flouting your wares, can I shoot you?
Yes, you can.
All right, these guys shooting him.
Cool, warp spiders, 2 of them.
One of which is an Exarch.
Right.
I can tell that because he's got a chip in his head. He's the only one with a chip. Oh. So normal guy first, 2 hits, and the Exarch, 2 hits.
Right.
2s to wound, and 6s up AP better. So 3 normal saves and 1 4-up invulnerable.
So 4 plus, I'm not going to use your traitor dice. All right. 4 plus invulnerable passes, and then 3 2 plus, yes? And then 3 2 plus. Failing 1, so he's down to 1 wound. Just the 1 wound, come on. You need to survive this turn.
This guy, shooting at him.
Cool, bring it. Scatter laser, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll fire the shuriken cannon in a minute as well.
Okay,
scatter laser.
Yeah.
Reroll that.
Twin linked.
Yep.
Wounding on, 4s. 2 wounds. Right, come on, Dread Knight. You can do it, mate, you can do it. He's all good.
Shuriken cannon.
Yeah.
And 6s a rend.
Come on. You got this, man. You got this. Every time I play with Grey Knights, because you put so much into the Dread Knights, when they're getting low, it makes a big difference to what's going to happen with those rolls. Quite
frustrating. These guys, I've checked all on their site. They can see him. They're all going to fire through the window.
He's basically talking about the ones in that window there, the jet bikes. So they're firing all the way through with their scatter lasers at the Dread Knight. That's 3 scatter laser jet bikes.
Yep.
That's a total of 12 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s.
Okay.
So, rolling to hit on 3s. Bring it. A lot of 2s. Right, wounding on 4s. Strength 6, toughness 6. What we got?
4.
4. Right. 4, 2 plus. There it is. There's the one. 2 Dread Knights down. I am starting to get very, very worried, I have to admit. When you start losing Dread Knights, you really start to suffer as Grey Knights. Wraith Lord, just down there, the one in bone, who's on 1 wound, is firing up at the guys in this tower here. So rolling 2 hits. Scat Laser again.
Yep.
Rolling to wound, 2s.
5 wounds on those guys.
5, 3 plus saves. Move those dice. 3 plus saves. Passing all bar 1, so 1 dies. Unfortunately, it's a Psy Cannon. God damn it. So, the next Wraith Lord, the one in blue, is shooting at the squad just next to him there.
4 wounds.
4, 3 plus saves. Failing 2. So, Night Spinners over here can get a beeline from one of them onto the Terminator, so it's a hit.
And the second blast flips that way.
Yeah.
So it hits that. And the third blast goes that way. That's a bit of a shame, because if it had gone that way, some more.
Yes.
So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 from that squad, and then 2 hits on that.
Okay.
So 2 hits on the Rhino.
Yeah.
Nothing, and a glancing hit.
Yeah, I get a 4 plus because he's behind Ruin. Oh, it's Barrage,
You do.
isn't it? Comes from the middle, so he's just lost the whole point. He's on to 2.
Well, it's not that it comes from middle, it's just there's nothing in the way of it.
Yeah,
and
it's building.
It goes over the top.
Yeah, no, exactly, because it's Barrage, yeah.
And then 4 on the squad. Again, it's 2s to wound, 6s at AP 2. So that's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 failed. It would normally go on him, because he's the one closest and the template hole was on him.
I still get to look out, sir, though.
Yeah, if you want to.
So 2, 2 plus look out, sir, passing both of them. There's not much I can do after that, is there?
2 guys dead.
So 2 dice. So,
Shuriken catapult from the bottom at that.
cool. And you rolled to hit, and we've got 2 hits.
Okay. Only thing you can do anything is 6s. So get 1.
Is it rending as well?
Might as well leave it until I've done the Bright Lance as well, because it's all.
Sure.
Okay, Bright Lance. Hits.
2s.
Wounds, so that's 2, whatever your best invulnerable
4 plus. Passing 1, failing 1, he's down to 3 wounds. 3 wounds on that Dread Knight.
Dire Avengers, they're going to move with their run move. They're going to re-roll that for fleet. 5.
So Dire Avengers over there firing at the Dread Knight.
Okay, Black is the Exarch,
Cool.
who's BS 6.
On hit. Otherwise they're all hitting on 3s, aren't they?
2s.
2s? All of them on 2s?
it's part of the formation.
Oh wow, that's
Makes them BS 5.
pretty damn good.
And 6s is the only thing that's going to do anything.
So you missed with 3?
Yeah, took 3 away.
Cool.
And the black ones didn't get to reroll because they all got 2 plus.
So how many Rens we got?
4.
So that's 4 invulnerable saves, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So 4 plus. Failing 3 Dread Knights down. I think that's the end of the Grey Knights. Once you've lost your Dread Knights, it's pretty much GG, I'll be honest. Let's add some jet bike moves. So these guys and the Farseer are moving only slightly. So objectives for the Eldar, what have we got?
We have scored 1.
Yeah, what have we got scored?
Which was kill an enemy vehicle or monstrous creature.
Big Game Hunter. Cool. Secured. Very nice.
Pity I didn't.
Grey Knight turn 4. This one has been annoying me, so I'm just going to go for it. There's not much left that can actually achieve this anymore. My bolt guns can't do damage to any of his monstrous creatures or his vehicles, and
Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, what a
surprise. Yeah, I'm basically in a position whereby I'm going to not be able to damage his army at all, unless I'm in close combat and he's hammer hand, actually. So this one's achievable, and I've actually got it at present just by sitting on those objectives. And this one is not achievable just because I'm never going to get there. I need the Dread Knights to do those, and they're dead. So it pretty much is, I'll be honest, the end of the Grey Knights. Once you've lost your Dread Knights, you've lost a lot of firepower and manoeuvrability, and they just become a bit shit. So I've moved things in line to try and get Big Game Hunter and take that guy down, more for pride than anything else. And then I'm trying to kill the Dire Avengers. Just pick off what I can kill to maybe see if I can survive a few turns. I could possibly win on victory points, but it literally comes down to the cards now. There's pretty much, it's more luck than anything else. So, Psychic Phase. I rolled 6 for my Winds of the Warp. Psycho over there is going to cast Prescience on his own unit. I'm going to cast that on 4 dice. No, let's try 5. So Prescience on the
here,
on that unit. Goes off on 2. Do you wish to dispel?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, still goes off.
Fucking hell, that was terrible.
He is also going to cast Shrouding on his own unit, getting it off on 4. Do you wish to dispel?
You got any more dice left?
No.
Might as well.
Trying to dispel. No, still goes off. So they have Shrouding and Prescience. Starting off, this Razorback in the middle here is shooting through. He has a line onto the one in bone. You can just see the back of his leg. So I'll need 6s to wound this Razorback here.
This Razorback here. Yeah. Okay.
I want to hit on 3s, twin links. 2 hits, and then wounding on 6s. 1 wound. Come on, please die, please die, please die. Oh,
Okay. Good.
Okay, sorry. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's fine.
No, carry on.
That's fine.
Feel free.
That's fine.
It's annoying, isn't it? When stuff just doesn't die and
So,
almost not fun to play.
this Ravenwing here, Ravenwing. I'm saying that because I want to be playing Ravenwing right now. The Razorback there is shooting at the guy in bone. Obviously, still trying to kill him. Hitting on 3s, winning on 6s. 3 6s or none. Razorback there is also do the same thing.
This one here?
3s indeed, and then winning on 6s. No wounds. I've got to keep going for it. That Psy Cannon right there hasn't moved. He stayed stationary. So he's going to also try and kill him. 2 hits. Wounding on 5, 6 surrendering. 1 wound, 1 3+ save. Oh my god. How many 3+ saves can you make for that one guy? There is nothing else that can shoot him. He's going to live another turn, and that makes me hate everything. So those 5 Strike Squad guys are going to shoot at the Dire Avengers. Okay, so the Psy Cannon first hits with 2, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, so 2 4+ for being in cover.
Stack them up.
8 Storm Bolter shots, hit on 3s, wounding on 3s. Cheers. 3s to wound. We have another 3 wounds. So 4+, 1 dies. Next squad, the Purify squad, is going to shoot at them. 12 shots, one hit on 3s, and I have Prescience, so I get to reroll. All hit. 3s to wound. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds, 4+ saves. As a result, oh no, 4+, 5+. Sorry.
4+.
Why 4+?
Because that's their armor.
Oh, okay, 4+. So they have 5+. Lost 1, 2, 3, 4. So
okay,
4
1,
more.
2, and then the Exarch is going to do his Lookout Sir.
Yep.
4+ for him, so they go on 2 other guys.
Cool. So they'll need a leadership test. I'm just thinking if I've got anything else. No, nothing else in range. So we just need a leadership test on those guys.
Cool. They don't give a shit.
Fine. So these guys are charging into them. Obviously, Overwatch hitting on BS2, not 1. So 5s. Nice. And then to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 3+ saves. Failing 1, which lowers my charge distance. -2 because I'm going through terrain. 6, 7, 8, 9, which gives me 7. I think that's probably enough. We'll double check. Yeah, they're just in, so they're going to charge in. Darran wants to issue a challenge, so I will accept the challenge. I don't see why not. Yes.
Awesome. That's where my guy is.
Cool. So we're already in the challenge. Now you're hitting first. Your initiative is higher.
Yeah.
So go for it.
2 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting you on 3s, I think.
Weapon skill.
Higher than yours.
5 then.
Yeah.
Both hit, and then only on 5s. 1 wound. 1 3+ save. Fails.
Oh! Smashes him in the face.
Dies. And then the rest of your guys. 3 attacks.
Only 1 hit because the Exarch is a higher initiative than the others, and 1 wound.
Cool. 1 3+ save. Cool. Fails. No one dies. Well, they're not doing good. So I pile in at my initiative. Right. So the guy with the 4 sword first. 1 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Kills 1.
Yeah, 1 dies. And then the one without a force sword, because he's got a side cannon.
No hits.
No hits. So I lose combat.
That one.
Sure. So these are my objectives. I'm going to discard that. I'm going to roll D3 for supremacy, getting 2. So that's 2 BPs for supremacy. And I'm obviously going to keep Big Game Hunter. Darran knows I've got it. So Eldar, turn 4. What we got in terms of objectives? I'm looking away.
We have this one here. This one here. And I think this one's a carryover from the previous turn.
Cool. So movement. What's happened? I'm looking up and I see
more jet bikes come on?
Yeah, so you had more jet bikes come on turn 4
These
automatic.
came round. This
Tiny
guy
bit
came round to this side. Wraith Lords pushing forward, Wraith Guard are out.
Yeah.
Warp Spiders managed to warp jump 15 inches around there. And these guys are coming up into position so they can choose what they shoot at.
Cool. So, Psychic, we
Yep.
rolled 2 dice, was it?
I only got 1.
Oh, 1. So what we got in terms of powers? So we have
Okay,
Psychic
so-
Shriek coming off at my Warlord's units.
And I'm going to re-roll these 2 dice.
Cool. Goes off on 3. Right, so Deny the Witch.
Denied.
It's denied. So we have Night Spinner firing. I'm guessing all 3 of them are
Yes.
clumping up, so they're firing on those guys.
First one?
Yeah.
That goes
Scatters.
5 inches that way.
Wow, okay, yeah. So scatter on that, 5 inches.
Okay, still gets 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I believe your Rhino as well. Next one goes wherever the fuck I want it. So it'll be going on them.
Cool.
And then the last one goes that way. So
Rhino.
it hits that. So 2 on the Rhino. 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Cool.
10 on them, 2 on the Rhino.
Okay. Those, we have 2 3s. What strength is it? 2 pens.
9, strength 9.
Nothing I can do.
Okay, can't blow you up though.
Why? Oh, it's
Because-
AP. Oh,
yeah.
because it's AP.
So
Fine.
it's already
it's
taken
just
1.
a wreck.
So it's a wreck.
Yeah, so we got a wreck there.
8 on those guys.
Cool. So,
Ooh. Yeah, sorry about that.
so we've lost. Whoa, how many 6s can you roll?
5 6s.
So 5 are dead straight up. Can't do anything. Comes from the centre, so just remove 5 and see where we're at. Then I got 3 regular runes, right?
Yeah.
So and then 3 plus because thingy, another 2 die. Oh, Purify Squad's nearly completely wiped out by 1 shooting attack.
Mm.
Yeah, so Wraith Guard on those
So
Marines.
that's 3 times 4, 12.
2's to kill,
3's to
yeah.
kill.
Sorry, 3s. Yeah, squad's dead.
Only just.
Dark
reroll
Spiders
that.
have run 3 inches. Shooting at the Razorback.
Normal guy first. 2 hits. X up next. All hit. Strength 6. Nothing.
Cool.
On
So
there.
we have this guy shooting at the
Lance.
Razorback. Bright
Hits.
Lance.
Penetrates.
Nothing I can do. Pen
what's it
table?
do? 2.
2.
Is 1, 3.
Okay.
Stunned.
Yeah.
So it's
Down
1.
to 2 whole points as well. So we have jet bikes just here shooting at the side armour of that Razorback.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't so good. 5s and 6s. 1 glancing.
Cool. Down to 1 whole point.
Yep.
So scatter laser from there onto the Razorback. We rolled to hit. We have 2 hits. Twin linked, 3
3
hits.
5s and 6s. No.
No.
The Wraith Lord is going to shoot down at it as well.
Yep. Rolling to hit. Oh, a lot of hits.
Yeah, it's dead.
Cool. It's a wreck. So second unit of jet bikes into the Terminator and the Purifier.
Ugh.
A lot of misses. Rolling to wound on 2s.
Okay, 3
3
wounds
wounds.
on the squad with the guy in there. Do you want to look out, sir?
No, I'm just going to tank them all on the
Okay.
guy. Passing all of them.
Any more?
So I've got a leadership test on those 2 there. Passes on 8. So the Wraith Lord is charging into the Librarian. My Overwatch is irrelevant. However, my Heavy Incinerator, Wall of Death, to get D3 hits and it's strength 6, so it can do some damage. So
2.
2, and then We have 1 wound, so 1 3+. 2.
takes
Lose
a
a wound. He loses a wound charging in, but
Okay.
shoot at him for the whole game.
Am I going to get in?
Yeah.
My Wraithlords never get in.
No.
Ever. They always fail their charge.
So, objectives, Eldar. What have we got?
Okay, so we got score D3 victory points if I killed between 3 and 5, which I did.
Yeah. For 2.
Okay, not really worth it. And the other one I couldn't get.
Okay, what was it?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
1 victory point if you issue a challenge.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, that is the end of Eldar turn 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, turn 4. Now, I am in a very bad way. I don't have as many. I think you've just overtaken me on VPs now as a result of that
Possibly.
roll. However, there's nothing I can do now. The only thing I've got out on the field is those 2 and
These
1
guys.
Razorback.
And then got to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got the 2 guys just hold up. So the rest of the game would just be these guys trying to hold up.
The rest of the game would be me sitting at 36-inch range and eventually killing them.
Exactly. So there's not much point in going on. So the Eldar have a decisive victory. Whilst only a small thing in VPs at present, if we went on another turn, there'd be a couple more. And then in terms of the armies, I mean, Eldar.
I reckon I could probably wipe you out.
I reckon you probably could. If it went on for another 2 turns, definitely, almost definitely. So we'll get over to the little debrief. So guys, that is it. It's the end of the game. It's my 2nd defeat on the channel.
Who was the other one?
You.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
And both times it's been with Grey Knights. So I haven't lost with my Necrons yet, and I haven't lost with my Ravenwing yet. However, Grey Knights, I've only played them twice on the channel, I think. Okay. And they've lost both times.
No, you played them 3 times.
I played them 3 times?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you took my...
Oh, I beat you once with them. I beat you 1 time. Yeah. I do struggle with Grey Knights. I think, I remember when I used to play them, I used to have all those shouts at them.
You need rerolls.
Huh?
Rerolls, that's what you need.
On everything.
On your saves.
It is, obviously. That's what you need on every army. When I used to play them, people were like, oh, they're so cheesy, they're so cheesy. Now, they're just not a very strong codex anymore. They got a lot taken out of them. And the coolest thing they have are those Dread Knights, and compared to some other codexes that have, like, I don't know, Riptides and Storm Surges and Wraith Knights and all that sort of stuff, they're not up there, but they're the best the Grey Knights have to offer. So you have to take as many as you can. And they are quite cool, but once they're gone, the game is over. Once they died, you could just... It didn't take long for you just to be like, right, I can push it now.
Just rolling.
My threats are done. I can just roll over them. And Darran's army, because it had a lot of armor and high toughness, my bolt guns were useless.
Yeah.
So as soon as they were gone, there were essentially 3 guns. Maybe if you include the heavy bolters, there were like 5 or 6 guns that could damage his army. Let alone like just a chance on 6s to damage it. So yeah, it was pretty much game over. In the end, I think, how many victory points were you on?
It was about 6, I think.
Something like that. I wasn't that far behind. I think I was about 4, maybe 5. However, give it another turn or 2, and it would have essentially been a tabling. I might have been able to have 1 or 2 surviving, but I wouldn't be claiming anything. So it's pretty much game over.
Yeah.
So you said that I should probably have shunted first turn straight in there.
I think you should have put them all together.
Right.
Because I ignored one of them. Pretty much.
There was the one I think I did leave 1 too far out on the
ignored it.
thing. Yeah, that was kind of my bad. The other 2, the reason I didn't go straight in is if I went straight in, I was too close. Those Wraith Guard are scary. They can easily chew through one. A lot of his army can chew through one of them really quick. So I have to like stay at arm's length to try and minimise the damage coming back.
Which was kind of what I was doing in reverse to you, because if you noticed where I placed the Night Spinners and the Wraith Lords forward.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get easy access to them to kill them.
Yeah.
And so all I had to do was zip the Wave Serpent forward, drop the guys out.
Yeah.
You couldn't dare do it. But I still maintain I would have thrown all 3 of them and just gone balls out.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to lose them anyway, eventually. Unless you play really, really defensive and just step behind cover. But the rest of your army can't support as well. So I'm going to put my whole army on them and eventually just scatter laser them off.
Yeah.
And if you'd have just thrown them in, you could have gone, right, I'm going to throw them in, I'm going to try and shoot and then get into contact with something, shoot and get into contact with something.
Yeah.
And just get knock stuff out in combat, because once that block had gone, if you could get anywhere near killing, say, the transports or the tanks around them, I'm left sort of stranded.
Yeah.
I would have gone straight down my throat.
Yeah. The only disadvantage is when you use a shunt, you can't then assault. So they shunt and then they just sit right in front of you. Yeah. So I would have done the same amount of damage as I did where I was, but then I suppose the next time I could have assaulted. And assault is where you do a lot of damage with those Dread Knights, especially against vehicles. Yeah.
I would have just gone straight in, but then again, I don't really think about things very much.
True.
I thought about it quite well in that one. It's played to how I am normally, which is quite cautious.
Yeah, you played quite well. I think. You were the one who made the move, not me. You were the one who started pushing stuff forward against me.
I knew it was time to do it then.
Yeah, and I think because the knights were dropping, it was the best time to take advantage.
3, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Turn 3. I didn't want to waste any more turns because I knew I had a long distance to cover to get most of the objectives.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I had a bit of a... So the thing about Grey Knights is they're not very manoeuvrable, and I like using armies that are quite fast and you can zip around and quick change and know what you're doing. So as a result of that, I had to think ahead and think, right, I've got these objectives. I don't know what's going to come up. It's complete...
About his moves.
Yeah, I just don't like that. Just like...
You like stuff that doesn't dice. You don't have to think.
Dice. That's what I like doing.
Yeah?
But no, I had to think, right, the objectives are here. And even when I was placing the objectives before the game, I was like, right, I'll put that one in that building. I'll just get some Grey Knights to sit there. That one there, Grey Knights sit there. And just hope cards come up. No cards came up for... Well, one card came up that I had. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it's the fact that they're in these objectives and they have to sit there because it takes them like 2 or 3 turns to get anywhere useful, or longer because your infantry, just shocking moving 6 inches.
I suppose in some ways, if you looked at from the deployment, you could probably have told from looking at that exactly how the game was going to go. So if you go and have a look at the deployment through the video again, you'd probably say, I know exactly how this is going to go, and you can totally understand how the game went that way.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I was hoping that I would do a bit more damage with those Dread Knights initially, right? Yeah. And I was hoping that you'd have to push out towards me. Yeah. I was hoping you'd get loads of cards, because the majority of the objectives I had control of. So I had 4 objectives, you had 2 under your control. So the chances of cards being drawn that I had control of were higher. Yeah. And I was hoping you'd have to push with them. You couldn't just sit in a corner.
Normally.
So you come out.
In a normal game, with a normal balance of card objectives coming out, sitting back and not going for the objectives is a bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Even if you've got the mobility to get there.
Yeah.
The only other thing that sort of popped up was the Wraith Lord survived so much.
Oh, he was a dick.
This is the first time in so many games that I've actually seen that the whole points cost of the Wraith Lord is factored into its toughness 8. Yeah. And in most games, you will see plenty of people or armies that have significantly more strength, 7 and higher weaponry with multiple shots, ignoring cover, like tower, and ignoring armor.
Oh yeah, my like Raven Wing has 2 metal guns in each squad.
In other metas where you see other armies, that toughness 8 is a very high. You pay a lot of points for toughness 8, which isn't actually that significant. But in a game such as this, which kind of is a lot more like playing an army sort of 5th, 6th edition style.
Yeah, well, the Grey Knight army.
You actually see, okay, well that's why they cost that many points. The toughness 8 does make a difference, where in a lot of games it doesn't. So they effectively did what they're designed to do. And the points were paid for them. But was very lucky. Yeah,
it was quite. This army does play like a 5th edition. I got this army in 5th edition where Grey Knights were quite good. It was my second army. The first ones were Ultramarines. I was fed up of losing. So I don't think I ever really won a game with my Ultramarines. Yeah, I know. They can be alright now. The Codex is a lot better.
How does it feel to lose to the 3rd best painted army in Portsmouth?
He got 3rd best in some award tournament we went to, and he won't shut up. No, but I got nominated, and he got really annoyed that I got nominated because I just airbrushed it in like a weekend.
2 colours.
But I didn't vote for myself. This man.
Yeah. Fucking tournament.
I hope they find out that and they go, no, John was 2nd, he was 1 point off. No. Give him the victory.
Fucking tournament. People take filthy lists to tournament. Why should I not be filthy about an award I want to win?
Fair enough. It works. So in my opinion, I don't enjoy playing Grey Knights that much just because it's not my play style anymore. It used to be, but it's not anymore. I like
if they had re-rolls on all their saves.
No, I like speed. I like cool. I like armies that look cool. So when Sisters of Battle come out, I know they're not particularly fast either, but they just look too cool. I don't give a shit.
Do you want me to do some of your characters?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Deal. when Sisters of Battle come out, that's the army I'm getting. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
But I want to try and get, there are units in there you can have it more mobile, but I like a mobile army. This is the slowest army ever. It's just like 6 inches, except for the shunt, which is why I've got 3 of them.
Slower than that.
Huh?
My ultra wings are slower than that.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
yeah, exactly.
It's got an attack bike.
Oh, thrilling.
I hide it behind the Land Raider because you can't see it.
Oh, that's cute. But yeah, so that's it. That's the game. If you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, we really appreciate it.
I don't.
You don't. I do. I appreciate it. You want to do it for me? Look at my face. I was seeing a girl once, and she used to keep putting that face. She kept putting the cute girl
at what
face.
moment?
During that.
During
it would be working up to it.
during dinner.
No. The other thing. The other thing that happens with a girl and a boy. And they're in love. Not in love actually. She's got nice boobs.
To be fair
The
though,
girl's got nice boobs.
you're talking to a man who spends most of his time at home swaddled in his own lonely tears. So
Swaddle.
in his own lonely tears.
Wow.
So I wouldn't know. Explain it to me afterwards.
If you want to hear more conversation about me trying to tell Darran what sex is and him talking about his
sex. You've done it with a girl. What's it like?
It's alright, isn't it?
Okay.
If you want to hear more chats like this, place to be, mate. Place to be. You need to press subscribe. You need to watch all of our videos. We have battle reports, so you can check out way more of those. Ones that I usually win in.
Yeah.
We have a worst 40k player series, which is really good.
Which I'm convinced after watching them is kind of modelled on me.
Yep. Watch it. You'll get. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Honestly, it's not.
No. I'm just, my boss at work, when he phones me up, he calls me Big D. He's just started to do that.
Big D.
Yeah. And when I say goodbye, I say ciao, and he goes ciao Bella, and then he has to correct himself because he realises that I'm not a girl.
Sweet. So if you want to hear classic bants, press subscribe. Watch the other videos. Worst 40k player, recommend it.
Will the subscribe button be down there? Or there.
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 This.
Right, like this.
If it's the other side, and press like somewhere.
Down there.
Is it down there?
Yeah. I don't know how far the camera goes down.
I don't either.
What if you did both at the same time, like this?
Subscribe, like, comment. Love it. Come back.